morning, guys. Yeah, so this is Sunday morning, 20th of March, right? So I'm in Mangalore city right now, and at the moment I'm heading towards the Honda Bigwing showroom in Mangalore. So there is a Sunday ride which is planned by the team, and this is rather going to be my last weekend in Mangalore. So I thought, why not join them for the ride. So the route that we're going today, or the place that we're going today, is Kottigehara. So Kottigehara is basically the end of Charmadi ghat. So from Mangalore to Bangalore there are two ghats, Shiradi, Charmadi. So we are going from Charmadi, which is the older one and which is a much more scenic route. So it's a group ride done by Honda, and basically the rider count or the bike count is going to be around 20-21, and we're going to be riding together. So there are some other people like Weekend on Wheels, Giri said. Basically he will be leading the convoy, or he'll be leading the group, and we'll be having some other members from Honda itself. So overall, first time riding with a group. I normally avoid riding in groups because you have to match with their pace, etc., and all the things, and I like to go solo and do it the way I wish to ride. But yeah, for a change, I just want to see a lineup of Honda, the complete Highness together. So that's something I'm counting in for. So it's morning 6:30. Now the thing is, the reporting time was 6:15, and we start briefing at 6:45. Yeah. So I was at my aunt's place, had some breakfast, and when they wake up and give you breakfast, we can't say no. So I had to hold back and finish the breakfast and then leave. So yeah, thanks to my cousin for hosting me. And now I'm heading towards the Bigwing showroom. Okay, another 5 more minutes to go and we'll be at the showroom. Having a lot of expectations from the ride in terms of want to see like how the biking culture is in Bangalore, like how the group ride, what are the formations, etc., etc. So I have the work. I basically have done rides in the past, like long back when I used to have an Avenger. I have done it with the Avenger Club. I've ridden it with them. Yeah, so different story now, because most of the time when I used to ride with them, though, all the guys used to go up to 80, 100 or 80, 90, and 150 Avenger has a top speed, a good speed of 80, and then after that it was a real pull. So it was a tough time matching up, but now with the Highness I don't have either of the issues. It should be a smooth sail. So yeah, counting on that. Let's see how this goes. And since a few days the weather has been very cloudy in Mangalore, so I'm not sure if it may rain or not rain. I'm in my complete riding gear, all decked up. So just hope drizzle is okay. Hey, heavy rains will have a bad impact. I don't want to get completely wet, but I believe rain would help in keeping the temperature low. So let's see how it goes. I'm actually a bit late. My idea was to reach there by 6:20, 6:30, meet up the team, have a word, fill up the forms or whatever details have to be done, then continue. But yeah, certain things can't be avoided. You can see even at this hour, 6:30, 6:40, basically, there's a good amount of people on the streets. So today being a Sunday, it's okay, but normally people are going to work and everything, so it's a very quite busy environment. People wake up quite early and start their day through for all the activities. Yeah. So closing in on the Honda showroom, we reached the highway. You can see it has rain or drizzle somewhere in middle, so there are some spots. It's okay, but my major issue is I don't want to clean the bike again. It's going to be all dirty, and I think today it's going to be super dirty. So once I'm back home, I'll have to give a good wash to the bike. That's the main highway. This is a service road. Let's see, let's continue a little more. That's the problem of tailing people. Here we are. We reached the service center. So good morning, guys. So we just left from Honda Bigwing Mangalore. We have started our ride. So we are riding from Mangalore to Kottigehara. So this is my first time riding with the group. So this is the entire convoy. You can see the huge line up ahead. So yeah, that's how the view is going to be for the rest of the day. Hope you enjoy this view and have fun. So at the moment, if you can see the way they were riding, we are riding in a single file formation. What I mean by single file formation is basically you can see all the riders are lined up in one single line, right? So all the bikes are in one single line. So that's a single line formation. Other than that, the next formation that you have is a double file formation, wherein two bikes side by side. Technically, they are not side by side. Rather, the thing is the bikes are in a Z formation. That is an alternate position, one after the other, and that's how you ride. Okay, so that's how it is. So this is the first time riding with a group. So you can see we have started to pick up some pace. We are riding in a decent speed. That's good. Early morning, a little bit of basically there is a little of cold breeze running in. Luckily there was rain, I believe, yesterday, so a little shady and good. The only thing, it should not rain. If it rains, then definitely getting wet. There's no way out. So that's a complete possibility. Now one more thing when you're riding is you need to maintain a 1 car distance between the two riders. The reason you need to maintain a 1 car distance is so that when you're riding, example, when someone breaks in, etc., you have that gap which has been followed up. So both you and the rider, like the front who's riding, don't dash in or crash into it. So 1 car distance is good. Now that depends on your speed. Right now I'm doing a 60-80, so I'd like to maintain a little more distance. Definitely there is ABS which will help you stop in at a lower distance, but preferably you should take more gap so that you have enough time to react and to halt. That's the expectation around this, right? I'm not sure if the mic is able to capture this, but it's a complete roar of all the Highness. So yeah, Honda Highness on the go. You have the police staring it out. Yeah, so that's a common sight which you're gonna get throughout the journey. So that's expected. So yeah, so let's do this. Let's ride it out. It's good to do a club ride. The reason why I'm saying it's good to do a club ride or basically a company ride is because one is you get to meet a lot of people, like different rider, different background, not known to each other, but the only thing that we are connected with is our bikes. So that's a good biking brotherhood type of connection which is there. Then over and above this, when you're riding with a club or with a company that is sponsoring the ride, right now it's not sponsored per se, I would say fuel is yours, etc. That's how it is everywhere. But what's happening over here is when you're doing a club ride, whenever, say example, you need to halt somewhere or you need to take a break or is there a breakdown, etc. So the company will make sure that they have a service vehicle lined up with you, the medical team, everything inclusive, and they are around with you so that they can keep a track of what's happening, etc. So that's a good thing, right? Yeah, so correct, we are maintaining the lead line right now. Or different bikes, there are people who are veterans who have, and I say veterans not by age but rather by experience in terms of riding. Many have done Leh Ladakh, some have done coastal India and many more things. So definitely there are different array of different riders which are here right now at this venue, and it's a good thing. So it's a mix and match of everyone, and that's good. So along with the medical supply team or the service mechanic who's there with us on this ride, we even have the photographers who are there. So they are capturing the entire event, they're clicking us throughout the journey today. So that's a good thing. I think in the entire lineup there is one Kerala bike or Kerala registered bike rather, I would say, and then there is only me who is a Maharashtra passing. The rest all are K19 Mangalore passings. So yeah, good to be a misfit at times. Then I think I'll record a little more ahead. There are much more green patches, ghats, and a lot more things to cover up. So yeah, let's do it more. So we have covered a little more distance from where we began. Right now, as you can see, the convoy is heading straight ahead. The entire group is ahead. So right now, what has happened is the leader of the group has come ahead and let us go, open the throttle a little. So it's open roads, 4 lanes, so you can actually open your throttle a little and be safe also. That's the reason why the lead of the group has let that happen. And right now the person leading here is Girish Seth. His Instagram as well as YouTube channel name is Weekend on Wheels. Definitely check him out, a lot of good content down there. So yeah, surely many of you who are watching this would already have been subscribed to him, and some of them who aren't basically known to him can definitely see his videos. He does a lot of product reviews, rides, and many more things. Very active in the biking culture of Mangalore. So yeah, you can check him out. So you can see that bike which went ahead. Basically, that's our lead mechanic as well as the photographer who's there together. So we are being clicked on good occasions, like good photos coming up. And yeah, maintaining good speeds right now. You can see over here a lot of coconut trees and plantations, vegetation. So that's the beauty of Mangalore. Luckily, thanks to the rain kind of weather, it's quite shady. Yeah, that's a river source out there. Not sure which river, my maps is down right now, but yeah, there is. If you see, these highways are not straight only. They are like good curves, turns, etc. And I think this should be the way for most of the highways. The reason I'm saying that it should be a little more curvy and etc. is because when you're riding for long distances, short distance no issues, but as in when you're riding for a long distance, it's always good that you are able to have some kind of movement or some kind of attention going out. Yeah, so that's Girish. So basically this helps you a lot in maintaining those lines. All these curves rather helps you to keeps you attentive and not one single lane where you are slow and sleepy. So that's a good thing. So there is a bus in between, and I believe don't mess with the buses of Mangalore. They're crazy. Definitely you can't overtake, but yeah, he's a bit skeptical about doing that, so it's fine. Understood. So right now it's straight down. Open the throttle, pull it up. Yeah, those are the curves that I like. Yalla habibi. Let's go. So the intention of doing that hot spree of coming up ahead was to rather help the rider or tell him let's move up. But yeah, maybe something else. No issues. That's okay. Okay, I think it's better that I can have a look where they are and keep an eye out for them. So when you're doing a group ride, it's good that you keep on tailing or you keep on checking on your riders behind you, etc., and keep that clean tail. The reason is you need to look for each other. So someone may have some bike problems, some other issues. It could be anything for a matter of fact. So it's better that you look out for them, have a check on the rearview mirror. Right now I can't see, I just can see one. The reason I am not actually waiting much out because it's an open stretch. A little ahead we will come down to a small convoy again, and the distance will be less, and plus there are people at the end from Honda who are tailing. So yeah, I'll let it be for them. This route I'm coming for the first time, and I really like how wide and good they are. I believe the entire stretch of Mangalore-Hassan route is ideally going to be on the same way. This is how they're planning to build it out. So let's see. Hopefully that work gets done. But the other drawback of having these kind of roads is like there's a lot of natural canopies, etc., which were there earlier, which is going to be impacted right now because of all these roads widening, etc. So that will be a challenge. That's not good riding. Okay. Until unless you are in control, go for it. Yeah, we are at the foothills of Charmadi, if I'm not wrong. Just the beginning, the ascent that we are gonna do, and you can see the big lineup. Looks cool. I've been to Charmadi, I think 2019 or 2017, I believe. So when I did Charmadi that time, basically I was on my Avenger. That was my very first long ride. I had done a group ride just before that to Bangalore to one place near Hassan. Basically, it's a big. There is a big statue of Gomateshwara. I'm unable to recollect the name right now. So I'd been there with the group. That was my first long distance with the group and solo also. And then was the very next time I did my journey from Bangalore to Mangalore. I was traveling alone. I started from Bangalore in the morning at around 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m. And first time riding, all nervous, didn't know what to do. It was kind of cold, so I was wearing double gloves, no proper gear with me. Just rode. I just rode and rode and rode. So till Bangalore outskirts, etc., it is all fine. Nelamangala also it's fine. But the moment you take a deviation, that is, you take the left to connect to Bangalore Hassan Road, it was pitch black. Luckily, I had my fog lights. Not great enough, but good fog lights, decent. So it helped in covering. Otherwise, it would be a mess. And at night, 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. when I reached Nelamangala to that road, I was just ripping it apart. Reason is, for me, that intention was just to get clear and complete that ride. And was nervous that what will happen, etc., etc. And that time I had taken the route of Charmadi. The reason I had taken Charmadi at that time is because Shiradi Ghat was under reconstruction. There was a repair work going on, hence I had to take Charmadi. There is one incident I recollect very easily. Is like once I entered Charmadi and I was doing the ghat sections. There was a truck ahead of me. I wanted to overtake him and I was just trying to buzz back and forth, back and forth. At one point, it so happened I took such a steep curve that there was a truck coming right up ahead of me. A little more than I would have been into pieces. Looking at that, the driver who was not giving me way to pass through halted the truck and let me go. So that's a little crazy. Not a good riding from my side, but yeah, it's times like these you learn. Like the more you ride, the more you learn. Every day you learn something or the other. So yeah, it went well. That's my memory of Charmadi. I didn't halt anywhere. I did Bangalore to Mangalore in around 7.5 hours, and that too on Avenger on 50. I was ripping it completely. So yeah, crazy times.